What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me, he is fixing his computer issues, but Jace is here and he will be on camera soon. Hopefully, a lot of stuff going on as usual. I am excited because Disney sent me the first 4 episodes of X-Men 97 Season 2, so I will be looking at those over the next few days. No spoilers out of me till it comes out, but looking forward to checking that out. Saw Masters of the Universe again. I just realized that I needed to show you all something, but I will as soon as Jace gets on. But for now, let's see what's up with everybody hanging out in the chat so far. Blake Tarpley, first. What up, Jeff, Jace, and I think Chief? I think so. I think he's going to be here. At least we saw him over the weekend. He went with us to see Masters of the Universe, so we're open. We do see him tonight. King Collector, the king, is in the building. What's up, royalty? What's up, y'all? How are you tonight? Michael Solis, what's up, guys? What up? How are you tonight? And Jace is still working on his computer, so let me see. No, it's just a little bit off camera, and there's nothing else that I can put on the screen because my thing is messed up. But I will show you what I got very soon as part of that trek to see Master of the Universe Take 2 or Part 2. Blake, ooh, I want to know what Chief thought of Motu. Hopefully he will let us know. And your second time too, Jeff. Well, I really enjoyed it. Shocker. But I'll wait till we talk about that soon. It seems that this is one of these really rare deals where people who watched it seem to like it well enough, but the general population didn't respond to it. So disappointing to me simply because I felt like this was one of those movies where they actually delivered. And it's funny reading the complaints that I'm seeing online. They're typically, it was too much like a MCU film. It was too jokey. It didn't treat the material serious enough. And I'm just wondering what happens to us as we become adults. And, you know, those of us who take it all, want it all serious, want a grim, gritty, dark Masters of the Universe. I felt like Kevin Smith sort of delivered on that, but then people are going, oh, it's just woke. It's full of girl bosses. And so it's like, there's no pleasing some of this fan base, or and I say this fan base, of any fan base. You'll go right, they go, no, you're supposed to go diagonal left. And it just never works. And this is one I felt like they really did all the stuff they could do, and it just did not connect, didn't work. And it is struggling at the box office today or yesterday. Obsession took back the number one spot. For what it's worth, on a Tuesday, it got 4.2 million on Monday. Scary Movie, the previous number one, or the reigning number one champ of the box office, had 4.1 million. Backrooms had 3.2 million. Masters of the Universe came in fourth with 2.1 million, adds its total of 31.6 million. Clearly not awesome, not great, simply because I just wanted the movie to do better so it can have further installments. That is literally my selfish reason for this. All told, worldwide, international, got 25 million in its debut. So its total is a whopping $60 million, which is not great. Let's see if he's actually back on. He is here. What's up, bro shot?
Hello.
Gonna get your camera into 2026. Looks like it's slowly coming in there. It's funny.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's not. Weird. All good. Blake said, I said in the Loud Figure Files chat on Instagram, I like the jokes, but they came immediately on the heels of the serious emotional moments. So it pulled you too quickly out of those. I want to experience the emotions more or for longer.
I can definitely. There were some tonal shifts. I think they were trying. It was almost they didn't want it to be too serious, but they had serious moments. Like, wait, didn't that just happen? But the joke was funny sometimes, and it was like, okay. So I kind of roll with it. Oh, and hey, how you doing, guys? Jumped all in.
What's up, bro? Shot?
Yeah, man.
So we're not getting into our thoughts fully on the movie just yet. Maybe do that around 8:45. Give Chief a second if he is going to make it into the show tonight. A moment to get in there.
Oh.
But anyway, I was saying that Motu right now has made $60 million at the box office in total worldwide. Now on Motu. Excuse me. Now there was
this is week 1 or 2.
This is opening week. There was a statement from the MGM Amazon chief head, and I wanted to get those comments. It would have been nice if I had that queued up, but whatever. Let's see. Where did you go? Oh, definitely want to talk about that. Man, where did you go? Let's see. I'm hoping I can find this because now it's just annoying and frustrating me. There we go. Kevin Wilson, MGM Studios head of domestic theatrical distribution, said this weekend represents a very solid start for Masters of the Universe, and the passionate multi-generational audience response we're seeing around the world has been fantastic. Travis Knight and the entire cast and filmmaking team have delivered something truly special, and this opening is exactly the kind of critical first moment that validates our holistic distribution strategy, building awareness and engagement that will carry well beyond the theatrical window. Now, if you optimistically read into that, like I absolutely am, this is saying we are Amazon, and it's cool if we don't make all the money at the box office. We are going to pump Masters of the Universe so full of ads. We're going to make money on this thing. And everybody goes, why didn't everybody tell us Masters of the Universe is a good movie? It's going to sit through those ads. We're going to make our millions and millions and millions the slow way, but we're going to make money on it. We're going to sell Masters of the Universe figures. We are going to be, to quote Mary J. Blige, just fine. Woo! So, because I want a sequel, I'm like, great. Hopefully this doesn't deter them from going, let's run it back. This time we're just going to put it on Amazon. Care how I get it? I just want a sequel. I really enjoyed the movie. What do you think? Is this just a really positive Cyclone style spin on this deal? Or is there reason for people who like the movie, want to see a sequel, to be optimistic?
Amazon, when it comes to their PR, tends to be very blunt. If something is not working or not within their strategy, they will just say it wasn't what we expected. We're going to go to the drawing board and try and do this again, or there just wasn't enough audience for it. The fact that was some good language and saying, hey, we made 60 million on a budget of 160. We're down 100, but we're okay with that because, again, I think one of the biggest things is I think it was a lot of, hey, we're expecting a lot of this to be made back on figures, collectibles. We're not just straight going box office, and this will be. I mean, I think it's just how we said with oh gosh, what was the movie with Chris Pratt?
Mercy, which is ironic because I was looking to see if there's anything with Mercy, like anything like, hey, this is how it did since it arrived on Amazon. Couldn't find that.
It was top 10. It's one of those. Amazon's going to go, and that's the thing is Amazon knows that's an exclusive to Amazon. You're not going to get that on Netflix. You're not getting that on HBO Max. It's going right to this. It's going to Amazon. And if you want to watch Master Universe with your kid, you didn't want to spend the money. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay Big Daddy Amazon. And I think they're okay with that because they're, hey, for the next 90 days, guess what? You're going to see him. If you don't come and see this movie in theaters, after that, maybe 6 days, you're going to go see some. You're going to see some Master of the Universe, especially if you didn't pay for the ad-free version. You're getting it all day, and by the time it actually drops, it will be the #1 movie, and Amazon will be quite happy about that too.
I finally found what I was. I'm like, darn it. No, it was YouTube, wasn't it? If I hadn't found what they were looking for, I did. But let me go here, read the rest of the comments in the chat real fast. King Letter. I think it was a good movie for He-Man fans, but it looks like the majority of moviegoers don't share the nostalgia, which is interesting because it was like, this is one of those put up or shut up deals, and I've gone twice, put my money where my mouth is, and it's like, listen, do more stuff faithful to the source material. And I was like, I'm going back out just to say, yes, I do believe in this stuff. Blake says, I think it will get tons of views on Amazon. I think the ladies will like it too. So it'll be a good couples movie for a fun, slow week. I definitely want it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If Amazon's smart, that's going to be another one. Hey, maybe after you do a 90-day window in Amazon, exclusive, that would be the time to release it in for home video purchase. Because again, after I watched it, I said I'm going to buy it. There's no doubt this movie. Look, as long as it's released.
Well, I got you covered on that front, brother.
What you got?
Got the link for you right now for Master of the Universe on 4K. Oops, hold on. I want this. So there you go. That's from my affiliate Amazon. The pre-order link for Masters of the Universe. That's the 4K, but I also have the other ones too. But yeah, okay. I'm buying it. And yes, because that's what it sounds like. Since you're here, now I can focus on you. So out for you for a second so I can show everybody my
okay
for this movie.
You usually cue me up with actually a topic to ramble on about for a couple
it's
seconds.
Nothing. I wasn't going anywhere. I was just.
I kind of think I know what you're doing, but
quickly go off stage. But now I'm back. So, I did a thing. Went in line for concessions because the movie's not short. For a good popcorn movie, I like to get some stuff. And I decided, for all that talk about, hey, this is pretty cool. No, look at this. This is cool. I did, in fact, get the Masters of the Universe popcorn, quote unquote, buckets, Skeletor, He-Man, coming to the throne. I mean, check this out. All the snakes, the flame. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. And I did. This wasn't just talk here on Loud Figure and Movie Files. And of course, there's your bucket hatch to put in all your popcorn. They know nobody's going to mess up this bucket and put popcorn in it. No, sir. So I had a huge, large bucket of popcorn, and I was sharing it with my little brother because, that's what we do. And we'll show you all, after I got home, this is how much popcorn I had left. This is a jumbo size Ziploc bag. It might look like a snack one, but it's real. Check the scale on that large popcorn bucket. And so massive. You needed like 8 people to make a dent and go back, hey, I want a refill. But I feel like it was well worth my money. And we went to see another movie this week, which we'll talk about later. And I still saw the Shao Kahn helmet from Mortal Kombat 2. And I was like, yeah, I still got to get this too. So me and popcorn buckets this year are getting ridiculous. But it was
I mean, it was funny when we did that show about the popcorn buckets for these movies that are actually starting to be very fun and very cool collectibles. It was just a one-off. We never thought it was going to be actually something you actually get to the movies now is, that's kind of cool. I mean, the Superman one where he's actually using the heat vision on the popcorn. It's like, I don't have the room for it, but I really should have got that one. It was cool.
I did get it. I don't regret it. It was well worth it. Yeah. So let me see here. King Collector asked a question. Are the movie fillers are the movie figures selling good? And Jace, you are frozen. I'm not sure if you're seeing it, but you look like you are deep
Crazy.
in grimace thought. So hopefully you will return. There you go. Usually movie figures don't sell as good as the regular line. So check this out because I did pull this up. Had it queued and ready for you on Amazon's bestsellers right now in the toys, figures, and playset. We got a new Toy Story coming out, so that makes sense. Number one,
Okay.
number three, number four, no. But then Masters of the Universe, the core, and then we got the Chronicles version of Skeletor, and more Toy Story 5. Last week was a lot more Masters of the Universe, but Toy Story starting to dominate. Shocker. And more Masters of the Universe. So, I mean, it seems like it's doing okay even on that front. I figure they will continue to make money on this thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more of those figures too. I assume the first Motu flopped. It should have. Let me stop hating. It
You know, the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody and they said that is a go-to movie of his that he just enjoys the heck out of the original Master of the Universe.
how? Why?
Because okay, Frank Skeletor was good. I mean, Skeletor was really good. The action scenes for the 5 minutes you got him were really cool. I mean, the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie were good. I mean, that's it. Especially from a kid nostalgia point, that's really like you can pass through a lot of stuff. And then like, yeah, but I remember the ending was good. Hey, when they were in Grayskull, that was fun. And I mean, and you kind of can forget, oh, Grildor was messing with the key thing for way too long. We were on Earth way too long. But the Eternia parts were cool.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We'll talk offline because I want to know who I need to go after. So the first Motu movie Blake made, what was that here? Let's go. Let's pull it up. 17.3 million worldwide. Check out that international gross. Massive, huge.
Man, $3. Didn't even get a whole theater full. Jeez. Okay. That's basically $5 million. My
Uh-oh. I think we
shit.
lost you. Oh, say it again. Uh-oh. King Collector. Yeah, it was good that they stayed in that source universe. That's definitely one I will add to the collection. Blake Tarpley says, oh, dang, it came with figures? Absolutely. I mean, they're not removable or anything, but it's nice having them. Mark A. What's up, everyone? What's up, Mark A? Got the game on my big TV on mute right now. Go, New York. Go, New York. Go. Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Yes, Jace isn't. King Collector. I wouldn't mind having that Bad Signal popcorn bucket from a few years ago. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Blake, Jason, Jace, I as well occasionally watch the first Motu, just the beginning and the very end, the palace scenes. Maybe I need to revisit those because I remember being very frustrated watching that movie simply because it felt like the colors, if they had the ideal He-Man, let me wait till Jace pops back on here. They had the ideal He-Man. He was huge, massive Dolph Lundgren. Jay says, no clue what's going on with my signal. Me neither. Try restarting your computer and we'll see if that'll work, put you back up in live action force. So yeah, I may need to revisit it just to see. It was just the colors were just so dull, so boring. This predated the X-Men film where it's like, what do you expect? Just to wear yellow spandex? I just wanted some color. And Dolph Lundgren looked massive. Man at Arms looked cool. Skeletor looked pretty cool. Evil Lynn, I didn't quite understand what was going on with their costume. Teela was all right. I mean, it's just like, what are we doing? Anyway, I'm happy for everyone who does enjoy that original one. I was only kidding. You like it. I love it for you. So while Jace is getting everything back in track on his end, there was another exciting bit of news that popped up, and I'm very curious to see if Jace will make it back in time to see this one. Early news on Toy Story 5. According to Rotten Tomatoes, it's another great Pixar movie. And I know a bunch of folks were like, I don't need this movie. I only care about the first three. And I would definitely argue that part four was really good, really entertaining, and certainly not one of these. Let's just milk it for all it's worth and then just hope for the best. All right, so let's see. Disclosure Day right now is 83%. Scary Movie 6, the new one, 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. So no accounting for what audiences want to see in theaters. Mandalorian and Grogu is 62%, 87% with the fans. It was really interesting. Obsession, the movie of the summer at this point, is 94% on both critics and audience. So that's pretty rare. Power Ballad, 86 and 85%. So that's another one that's really skewing very close together there. Let's see. Is there anything else that was kind of interesting on that one? Wow. And remaining the biggest discrepancy so far this year, Michael, 39% fresh with the critics, 97% fresh with the audience. I think right now of everything that's on in theaters, that is the highest score of everything. Yep. So pretty solid. Motu, 67% fresh with critics, 87% fresh with the audience. So there's definitely something on that end. And Broshot, you're back. Welcome.
Yeah, looks like we have yeah, I see. I'm watching on YouTube on my phone and watch them now. We're back. Are we back?
Sorta. I think you're back like you text, but you might be frozen again. King Ledger said, I like that old movie too. It's just a fun little adventure. I can't explain it. Jace said, I like they brought some of the original movie characters for the new one. I thought that was pretty cool too. Blake, it was a canon film, so no surprise there. Yes. Hack Rat. Good times on movie filers. What's up, man? How are you? King Collector. I thought I heard Scary Movie was doing better than He-Man. Absolutely. It's much better in terms of the box office. It led everything in the box office. Let me just pull this back up real fast. Excuse me. So Scary Movie earned 54.3 million its opening weekend. And so it doubled what Master of the Universe got, or just about doubled it. So it was pretty solid. Jace is coming right back. Roboto, Pack Rat. Jace has become Roboto. Right. I don't know what's going on with his setup today. It's normally really solid, no problem. So we'll figure it out. So that's that. Since Jace is still working to get back up, let's do this. Let's go over a little bit of news on the comic book movie front. Spider-Man brand new day tickets are about to be on sale. They might be up for pre-order right away. Let me just do this really quick deal. June 17th. So that is next Wednesday. Yo Joe June week 3. We'll see your Spider-Man brand new day tickets go up. Let me know who all is going to see that. We got the first look at Spider-Man Origins, and we've got a live action one in Scooby-Doo as a puppy. I'm not quite sure why they're going this route. I'm not really interested in it. And Chase is giving. Oh, there he goes. He's clear. It's crystal clear. What's up, bro?
I mean, we say we're crystal clear, but we got to figure out.
You look good here. You're solid. No problems. I'm happy for the Wayans. They needed a win. I guess. I like the Wayans. And I didn't realize they were only doing the first 2 films. And that franchise went on for a long time.
Is that why Leslie Nielsen was in the other ones?
I'm pretty sure he was in the first 2 as well.
Oh, okay.
Mark A says, Motu, Supergirl, Garbage Pail Kids, and even Quest for Peace were just those movies that if you were a kid watching them when you maybe weren't supposed to, just felt special.
I don't know if anybody watched Garbage Pail. That was really bad. That was one of those ones that was rough.
All right, what is the best and the worst movie on this list of 4? I feel like this is a challenge. I'm going for my worst. I'm going to go with Supergirl simply because it was boring.
Supergirl was super.
Yeah. At least Quest for Peace has the decency to be so bad it's funny.
I mean, in fact, we actually literally did a roast of it. It was, I mean, I'm sorry, we did a watch along, but we ended up turning into a roast because it is so bad. It's just not, it's not a good movie. I mean, there was, you got a bad budget, you can only do so much. I gotta go. Supergirl is definitely the worst, and I'm probably gonna say Garbage Pail is just horrible, like just gosh awful. Like no.
So you're not a fan?
No, not a fan at all.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what you did, but the sound is better now.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out.
And just in case you were curious, and I'm sure you were, now you're messing it up.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do
it. Let's see here.
It's a work in progress.
You know, my favorite thing is everyone wants to throw up some AI foolishness immediately to be like, hey, I can do this. And it's like, ugh.
AI slap is where it's at, bro.
Or not. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find one standalone picture of Scooby-Doo. And I guess apparently it is impossible.
All right. Why do you need Scooby-Doo when you had Scrappy-Doo, and Scrappy-Doo is annoying by himself?
You take that back. Scooby-Doo. I don't really feel like that looks like Scooby-Doo, personally.
That's a dog. Scooby-Doo, you have to have some personality.
Yeah, it's like Scooby-Doo, where are you? This looks like a sad pup.
Yeah, it's not Scooby. I need to get adopted. This is what they use on the commercial to find adoption. Like, this dog needs a home. Share yours with your home with this new pup. Like, come on. Like, that's not Scooby-Doo.
It's not even a Greyhound puppy. Yeah. I really Scooby-Doo shouldn't be hard to do right. But Netflix is gonna make a lie out of me on that one. I'm like, oh yes, it is.
Hey, well, here's the good thing about this is most of the time when you tell a studio on their animation, hey, you're missing the mark, like Sonic, they will go, all right, we can go and change this.
Yeah, I guess they don't have to reshoot the fake CGI dog.
Yeah.
No. Unless it's a real dog.
But yeah. ACPA will always say there's no animals harmed in this movie. So
that's true. Well, hopefully. Just our feelings. So I was waiting for you to get back because even though we got a faithful Masters of the Universe that apparently no one wanted, Amazon Prime is back at it with something that if they just do it right, I'm going to watch every episode. I will promise to review every episode and rave about it if they do it right. Now that's a lot of ifs,
man. That's deep asterisk.
It was a lot. What? Amazon MGM Studios is working on a live action streaming show. Drum roll, please, of Jim and the Holograms. Live action. And hopefully it won't have any foolishness of that movie that I didn't want to even watch. The series is described as elevated live action techno thriller, which could work because the Misfits are criminals. And I mean, it's just there's no way around it. You got Megatron, you got Cobra Commander, you got Skeletor, you got Pizzazz. I mean, it's just how it is. It's what's going on? Jim ranked as one of the most watched syndicated animated series during its 3-season run, outperforming the likes of Transformers and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
it had a while. I mean, that was one of the shows you could ask guys who watch Transformers, did you turn the TV off when Jim and holograms on? The answer to me, no.
Maybe. Unless if they're not secure in their masculinity and they're like, no. And you start seeing a little Twilight in Paris and they start picking up the next line and it's like, liar.
Do you know who Jim's enemies were in the show? Give me the Misfits. I mean, no, I don't know that. Yeah, okay.
What you talking about? I don't know. Yeah. King Lecter. I'll definitely watch that. I got all the episodes on DVD. Yeah, I feel like that's something I need to fix as well. I realized I don't have the Thundercats on DVD, and I was like, how is this possible?
Man, because Thundercats on DVD is because those boxes they use were massive. I mean, so it's their 2 seasons because they used to have 52 episodes or something crazy for their seasons. So getting the whole collection, you need it on Blu-ray. Otherwise, it's massive. So it takes up a whole shelf on your DVD row. Now, even with that questionable premise, I will definitely give the show a chance. I mean, give it a trailer and it makes any. I mean, it's just, hey, do we understand what Jim is? She's rock band. I mean, do we have synergy? Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we have a good cast of misfits? And and don't go piecing on this thing. Just make it to misfits. Don't try and everybody in the world got to be in this train. Okay. And make them criminals.
Yes.
I mean, make Eric Redmond the best criminal defense lawyer in the world to keep them out of jail. And you got me. You got me sold on this. I mean, these guys got it to the point of, I mean, every city they go to, they are so shady that Eric pays them a bribe that nobody sees what's going on. Like, that's the first thing Eric does. Here's your money, little town. We're gonna go. Okay, we're cool, right?
Yeah. I feel like in another time, this was done much earlier. John Leguizamo would have been a great Eric Redmond. Hey, look over here, man. I got some. Take this here. Take a seat. Relax. It's okay. I'm Eric Redmond from the Bronx.
Benny Blanco.
Blake. Cold Slither should open for the Misfits, and then the Misfits get recruited into the Dreadnoks. New story arc for Energon. Why not? Mask is coming back. Listen, I keep going. All you got to do, G.I. Joe, Hasbro, just announce Jim and Hologram, a full line, done in a style classified. I'm there. No questions asked. I'm like, all right, man, $100 for this stage. All right, here you go. Whatever.
I'll pay it. It doesn't even have to be a HasLab, but I'll pay it. And I like it, okay?
Now, if we're going to say hologram, or if we're going to say a HasLab, I need lights. And I need a legitimate hologram of Jim appearing when I press the button. Pew! And then a little small energy earring that I can press and go Showtime synergy. And then she switches back and forth to Jerica. Yes.
I mean,
maybe I've thought about this a bit too much.
Can't we just have a translucent Jim as we did with Obi-Wan and Anakin? You know,
whatever. We'll make it work. Pack Rap. I remember watching Jim and a bunch of others either in the mornings when I was on vacation in the US. It was a morning or sometime in the afternoon. I can't recall exactly when it was on. So Jim, at least here, was the absolute last cartoon. And pretty sure it was Robotech and then Jim. And I'm not sure why they made Jim last, but I was like, whatever. And then we just rolled into the game shows, then the soap operas with our grandma. And after 2:30 hit, then it was the ease you into the afternoon cartoons, a little Woody Woodpecker, Hanna-Barbera stuff. And then right around 3, then we started getting a little bit more intense with the action stuff. And at 4 o'clock, that's when it got really hype. We got Masters of the Universe, got G.I. Joe. Transformers for us came on Sundays. Sunday morning.
Yeah, because I remember, I mean, this is, the old house. I remember, the babysitter with all the kids. I think Robotech was on in the afternoon. and that's, I mean, yeah, it was like it was Robotech was on in the afternoon, and I think Jim, like I said, Jim came on after that.
Mm-hmm. It was
Oh, okay.
They were like the 9 o'clock cartoons.
Oh, okay. See.
King Electric, I got a lot of old stuff on DVD. Too much to try to upgrade everything. Yeah, I feel like the cartoons, like they just announced that Masters of the Universe, both the original and the 2001, are getting upgraded to Blu-ray. And I am literally watching the DVDs, and I don't know what would be so much enhanced and improved going from DVD to Blu-ray with these animated cartoons. And I'm like, whoa.
It's, I mean, I probably have 3 or 4 versions of Robotech. Some of it was because there was content that was just way too advanced for a U.S. audience. Some of this was, wait a minute, why do I need to see Min-May? Like, wait a minute, not necessary at all. But there was some, like, Roy Harper's actual end scene. I'm sorry, no, Ben Dixon's end scene is trauma. I don't understand how they expected kids to actually watch that and not be just scarred for life. I mean, I saw the unrated version of them. Like, oh my gosh, this is horrifying.
It was Optimus Prime and then Ben.
Oh my man, Optimus ain't got nothing on Ben. If you see me, you saw the one. Oh,
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
I
will put that away so you can just watch that. You're like, after Roy Harper, man.
It was like back to back, wasn't it?
Yes. Like, do you understand how, like, I mean, this is Rick's first command. Oh man, you got this, Rick. You got it, homie. Come on, man. We lost.
No, you
tragic.
did not. What's up, Henry G? What's up, fellas? Movie followers. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, Henry G. Robotech is one of the most underrated 80s cartoons. Man, I can't imagine kids who grew up in the 80s watching cartoons thinking Robotech is underrated. That is, I feel like if you take it out of the top 5, I want to know how far before you get to like 7 you place it, because of, like, just right now off the cuff, I'm going G.I. Joe, Transformers, Master of the Universe, Robotech, Mask, Thundercats, Silverhawks. I feel like I might be getting close. Challenge of the Super Friends. I have to be very specific with that. Can't forget, it's like 13 episodes, but those 13 rock. And let's see. I'm not gonna go into like the 90s stuff. I'm going solely with the 80s stuff that I grew up watching as a little kid. Probably Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. And then what would be number 10 on this list? Bionic 6. Ooh, ooh. Translord Z, runner-up. Spiral Zone, runner-up. And
oh man, that was
Galaxy Rangers also in there.
Yeah, Spiral Zone was really good. I mean, I think that was the weirdest thing when Cartoon Network had all of the 80s cartoons after school when I was in high school. I'm just like, guys, I'm trying to do homework. What are you trying to do to my grades here? This is unacceptable. Man.
I didn't forget about Thundar. It's just not, I mean, we had an abundance of great cartoons growing up. It's one of them. I know there's Saturday stuff like Visionaries. It was kind of cool. I need to revisit some of those, but off the cuff, like I said, this was just stuff like right away. Those would be on my list. Do you guys remember Star Blazers? I feel like I'm confusing that with Captain Harlock. Mighty Robots. That one I definitely don't remember.
No, I don't think I remember. Now, what was the one where they? Oh gosh, it was like the guys were on all gold. Brave Star.
Brave Star was 1, 2.
Yeah.
The Marshall.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm confused with. Star Blazers.
Yeah, but we had a bunch of great stuff. And if we get a gem that's actually, it seems like maybe Amazon's like, hey, why don't we just stick to the audience who liked it? Hopefully that'll work for Gem. Spaceship Yamato, brought to the U.S. as Star Blazers. I'm going to need to check this out because it is not ringing a bell. Blake, Star Blazers and G-Force were around in the late 70s before the huge cartoon boom. That's why I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Now, some homework. I'm sure they're on one of these streaming platforms now, right?
Yes, they are. Do you have Crunchyroll? Do you have Crunchyroll's offshoot of whatever? I mean,
I'll check Tubi and Pluto. Maybe they have it.
they may actually. I mean, you can check Howdy.
Like,
Yes, there is
Howdy?
a streaming show, service called Howdy. Yeah.
Yes, Blake. Along with Force 5. It's not gonna matter because next month Big Brother starts, and assuming no one's any flaming racist, I'll be watching it all summer long.
I okay. I think
Don't forget about Speed Racer. Go.
you'd love to say I'm pretty sure they can figure out how to do this. But Love Island, the new version of just hey, all we need you people to do is look attractive and just say random things. And if you said any racist things, just scrub your social media, right? Can you do that? Nah, we can't do that. So yeah, Big
Just
Brother,
link your social media.
you're getting one, at least somebody who's the first. It's got to always be week 4 because it's not the first week. It's usually like kind of hey, that kind of crazy stuff. Do they know that the cameras are on them all the time? There is no privacy in the whole house beside the bathroom stall. I mean the stall.
just a bathroom stall.
The shower, not so much. The stall.
Although I do feel like that's where we take it a little bit creepy. We don't need the shower or like somebody's shaving. We don't need the shaving shot. We're good. Let's go to another angle or another person.
Well, the problem is a lot of times they use that as their safe space and act like the camera's not there.
That's true.
I mean, if they just said, hey, no camera, only one person in the bathroom at a time, that wouldn't work because the ladies say, hey, we got to work on makeup. We need, it's 10 people in this joint. Come on. And then, hey, we're doing gameplay, so we're going to talk.
Yeah. Chase, your show, The Wheel Warriors, were hype. And of course, Voltron. I did forget Voltron. Bad me. Forgot Voltron.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is we had such good cartoons saying top. I would say there's a lot of stuff you could put on the top 10. Top 5 is always hard. Mine's is going to be, easy Voltron, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, and then the next one is always going to be weird. It's going to be Defenders of the Earth, and I'm always going to beef with myself for having Defenders of the Earth because I hated the kids. But I still love the cartoon.
I was watching an episode of Transformers today. I was wrapping up the first season, and there was an episode with no Spike, Sparkplug, or Chip. And this was right after an episode where Sparkplug got this chip implanted by Dr. Arkeville, and he made us all the humans were slaves to the Decepticons. And Spike was like, Optimus, I can go. They were going to Cybertron. They were going to figure out how Arkeville was manipulating humans. And Spike's like, we've got to go, Optimus. I can figure. I'm like, dude, you can't do anything. As soon as he gets up there, he like gets discovered by Sparkplug. Sparkplug's, I must tell the Decepticons, Dad, no. And then he gets caught. It is like so funny because he is being such a moron. And they do it in a way where it's like, oh boy, all right, come on, Spike, we'll get you out of here. But that next episode was great because there were no humans. I'm like, why can't we just do this all the time? And I don't mind Spike, Sparkplug, and Chip. It's just funny because like we could have had more episodes like this and been fine.
I think they always came in with we got to have our audience avatar. I mean, Jubilee is still just come on, guys. If you could just do the X-Men, we're okay. I mean, Bobby Drake.
Jubilee was a member of the X-Men.
I mean, but it was. This is so crazy. It's like, guys, we're already locked in. Just tell us. Here's the original X-Men. Let's go.
Hey, Pack Rat, I do watch The Bachelor. I'm trying to remember the squirrel obsessed Bachelorette. And you can absolutely tell that they are editing the blazes out of that stuff because like somebody will seem perfectly normal, then all of a sudden, hey, she's crazy or he's nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. And I'm just saying that because you said squirrel obsessed. But yeah, it's I hate watching it sometimes. I'm glad we're on a long-term break from it because it was getting so annoyingly predictable. It's like, really? Every combination of girls has the same dynamic. I don't like you, and we're gonna go on a 2-on-1, and the guy's gonna decide. And oh, gosh, it was so annoying after a while.
And we always got to make it so, hey, this girl is the ratings driver, so you got to keep her around. Or the dude, same thing. Hey, this is the one. We're not going to make them the bachelor, but we need to have them at least till week 6 so people are entertained. Then you're going to go on your lame dates with the person you really love, and then you're going to find out, guess what? They were only here for the wrong reasons. Oh, shocker. I was trying to see if I could get to be the next head of the show. It's a great deal. Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah. But I think the best one is by having, Big Brother, because the audience is the one who ends up policing a lot of this conversation. Because, hey, did you guys see the live stream of this day? Because I know you aren't watching, but we are watching this stuff. So,
Yeah, they're on it like hawks. Wait. Let's see here. Let me see. Because now I'm kind of curious if this is. Wait, she's on Bachelor Canada. Interesting. I know who you're talking about. Let me see here. That is really funny. She does really awesome cosplay too. I'm sure you've seen her, Jace.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. So is the Canadian version of The Bachelor any different by any chance? And there's a great movie on Netflix, The Raw Paris, that totally just smashes the whole Bachelor thing. It was so funny.
That's one of those, if you've ever watched one of the dating reality shows, The Raw Paris is just a knockout. It knocks it out of the park on how funny the show is. It actually, and the sad thing is, it actually has a decent premise. Like, why doesn't anyone else try and copy that? That could actually work.
That is so wild because she does awesome cosplay. It's like, geez, you are great with that. It's like she makes it look like magic. Like, bam, here's all the stuff. I'm like, ooh,
yeah,
cool.
like hers is like she does like the cool transitions. Like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like, that's I like how any cosplayer shows you like, here's this thing, I want to do this, bam, bam, bam. It's like, oh wow, that's cool.
That is funny. Yeah. And they make them look so weird on the show. Like, hi, I brought a flower. Did you know that flowers have so? It's like, why are you making them look weird? So anyway, I don't know how we got on this topic for so long, but just that show has gotten to a point where it became infuriating, and I'm all set to be infuriated as well watching Big Brother. But I'm going to be once again foolishly optimistic that it's going to be totally different this time. This time it's going to be great.
After watching, I'm gonna say a couple seasons ago, I don't want to say one because you got, Big Brother at a point you can actually watch that on Tubi, especially if you're working from home or doing your random shorts, and it can be entertaining. So, but I think 2 seasons ago, I think was really cool.
Which one?
I do not remember the squad's name. I think it was something lame.
Season 6?
Yeah, not the brigade. That was cool. It's the last 5 years. I'll just say that.
The Cookout?
I didn't see the Cookout season.
You suck.
Yeah, I give it up after every year was so just, hey, can we have the flaming racist round way too long? And it's like, okay, guys, you guys need to, just as I talk about Love is Blind, you guys need to actually interview these people with everybody and figure out, hey, they're not just scamming you. Like, I think Big Brother is doing a horrible job of, hey, let's have an intern just go through their social media because these people post about everything. So just go there.
Mark A says, I think they purposely made the kids insufferably annoying on those old cartoons because it made us watch and think we can hang with the superheroes. Yeah, because gosh. Man, maybe we should do another episode about the worst. I'll write this down because I think this would be a fun topic. The most annoying kid, just the most annoying sidekicks on
Oh my gosh,
80s.
I'm thinking the kids on Challenge of the Super Friends. Oh,
No, Childhood Super Friends was so good because there was no annoying sidekick kids.
yeah, which
It
one had
was
the annoying
just
sidekick kids?
regular Super Friends.
Yeah, okay.
Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. They were so annoying. Vin Doom. Evening, y'all. Jeff, I saw Masters for the second time yesterday. This time we're friends, and they loved it too. Nice.
Exactly.
All right. So looks like Chief is not going to make it, so we can talk about it a little bit more in detail. Chief did say it was dang decent. He thought it was slow, but he enjoyed it. So now we can talk a little bit more freely about Masters. What did you think seeing it the second time?
Okay. Seeing it the second time, the part I thought was slow, which was the part I knew almost going into this movie, when they were going to Earth, that was going to be my least favorite part of the movie. I felt it was a lot faster the second time. Because I remember watching it the first time, like, man, this is taking a while, but I like the first part of this movie, so I'll give you a little grace. And the second time, it's, oh, well, this wasn't as slow as I thought. I mean, but it does take a second to get there. And then once you're back to Eternia, the formula, business picks up and you're fine.
Yeah, I didn't mind it the first time, and kind of knowing what was going to happen on Earth. It was like, this is fast. And I didn't mind the humor there because Eternity is so cool. And it's like, let's go back to the cool place. And not with these lame weirdos on Earth. And once we leave Earth, we're gone. And it's not like, hey, let's see what's going on right now on Earth. Nope, we're good. And I think they played Adam perfectly because, some people are like, oh, why? I'm like, dude, watch the cartoon. He-Man is not the coolest. Oh, yeah, Tila, go get me some beer, winch. He's not like that on the show. He's corny too. And to act like all of a sudden he's got a tan, so he's the man, I'm like, no, he's still that dude. Whatever.
I mean, he's kind of the
CBS?
representation of what I think, what was it, Shazam was trying to almost go for in the movies. It's a kid almost getting these superpowers, and here's what he does. Here's what a kid version would do this. Not, hey, I actually have some wisdom, which I did not like in the movies of Shazam. But this one was, this guy is really, hey, this is Adam, who's becomes He-Man. And, hey, I'm flexing like, oh, let me see what I got here. Okay. There were some times Adam did get annoying, though. I mean, when he was picking up the sword, it was like, bruh, can we pick this up?
I felt like when he was trying to get the sword, he was absolutely tremendously. What's up, Jalen Parks? Guten Tag to you as well. I felt like he was desperate to get back, and he did not care what these people thought of him. He's like, whatever. I'll just be honest because I am trying to leave you all and never coming back. So I don't mess with you. And it was like, I was, and the only person he did mess with was his roommate. Everybody else, like, you don't matter.
I always be, hey, you actually treat me with respect. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy or delusional, which, I mean, everyone would think hearing this guy's story. It's, I mean, the date where this is like, yeah, bro, you led with that. Like, that's a reasonable reaction after you hear this story of what he's gone through.
Not particularly. We're just kind of chatting. No spoilers.
Yeah,
just
like
chatting.
I mean, the only spoiler I can say that you need to know, there are 3 post-credit scenes. We said that last week. Right. We didn't see. We saw 2 last time. So if you go see it, make sure you see all 3.
And third one is actually, I mean, it's not long, but it's worth watching to see. It's like, oh man, how about that?
And I would say this another point. Amazon does their credits very different in this movie than other studios. Technically, I mean, it gives the behind the screen people time where you can actually see their name and it's like, oh, cool. But also, it seems like it was a lot quicker to me than other credits.
Yeah.
Look, so you're not going to be there 20 minutes looking, oh gosh, I got to scroll up to second grip and what he did. Like, no, this one, hey, all the grips are, all the people, the
Shout out to
lighting.
all the second grips out there.
Hey, man, y'all, hey, we appreciate y'all. Right. Y'all do the thing. Catering, looking at you guys.
All right, Henry G said, I noticed on the Triclops Chronicles box, it says he is Skeletor's second in command, but in the movie barely did anything. Did I miss something? He is the one character who I mentioned last week that I wanted them to do more with. Travis Knight made a longer cut, and I think possibly the only reason I won't buy this Master Universe on 4K really soon is even the hint or tease of an extended edition, because I wanted more. And when the movie's playing, I'm like, this is so much fun. Let's keep it going. We still need to see this character and that character and this character. And I was like, okay, we're not getting everybody. But if we have a longer cut, please do. Because I think Triclops is probably a character who might have had a little bit more him and Evelyn. But yeah.
Yeah, because Triclops, you see he has a purpose. But he probably could have had a little more. I liked how they did Evelyn, because it was, hey, when she was there, when Alison Brie was on the stage, you like, okay, I'm enjoying this part.
Ben Doom. The first time I saw it, a couple parts went slow to me as well. Probably is because I wanted to see everyone. The second time it did, and I was like, oh man, it's almost over. It was like, boo.
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna say this: Jared Leto was hilarious in Skeletor. If anything, and I take full liberty every time. If Jared Leto, hey, don't see Tron Ares, that was garbage. But this one was really fun, and they were Travis and I were talking about, hey, we tried to come up with our own unique Skeletor voice, not using any of the other ones. And I think Jared Leto really did nail his version of Skeletor and made it his own. It was like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, if they do some sequels, yeah, I'm hoping to see it back.
Rick Cage says cartoon He-Man was always cool to me. Orko, like C-3PO, on the other hand, nah. I liked Orko in terms of the sidekicks because Orko could actually do stuff. Like, he may not always do it right, but he could. He had the potential not to mess things up. And, he's not a great magician. So when he messes up, it's like, okay. But he's also not responsible for everything going haywire all the time. He
wasn't Jar Jar. Yeah. It was more, hey, I can be better. Which, again, especially for kids, hey, your chance of getting this right the first time is almost zero. But if you work at it, you can be better. I think that's he was that avatar. Like, hey kids, He-Man's perfect, and once he does his thing. But Orko, he's not, but he will help him get to our resolution, and everything will work out in the end.
Yes. Jalen, cool. I usually stayed until the end. My mom and I were the only ones still in our theater at the end back in 87. Man, because, dude, I never, ever stayed. Some of that was because when I started reviewing the movies, a lot of the places that I would go had parking garages, and they had like a specific time period before you got charged a lot more. Like, your validation was only good for, say, 3.5 hours. So most of the time I get there a half hour before the screening started and then make a mad dash out of there so I wouldn't get stuck paying longer. And sometimes I would, and it was like, I can't believe you didn't have your money for the ticket. It's your fault that I paid $17. Yeah. And then, of course, the line would build up in some of the garages. And if you didn't hurry up out of there, you would get lost. You get stuck behind like 15 cars.
Yeah, that was Mazda Gallery. It was go.
Mazda and Georgetown.
Mazda was,
gallery place. So it was like a rack of them. Yeah. And you could literally missed the validation window just from waiting for people to pay. So I always rushed out. So of course, when Iron Man came out, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? That was not in the movie. I was like, what? What's a post-credit scene, Hobbit? So yeah.
And the fact that it was so wait, so you mean these Fast and Furious movies had post-credit scenes? Like, who knew?
Who indeed? Vin Doom. You probably knew this, Jeff, but I didn't know the director is the son of Nike co-founder Phil Knight. I did not either. Thank you for that, Vin Doom. Henry G says, but I thought the movie was great. Gotta see it again. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Hage says, of the reviews I've watched or read, the common complaints are lack of screen time for all the Motu characters. Man, I wish I was reading the ones you were reading, because goodness gracious, this movie slop. It's so trash. The CGI looks like AI slop. I feel like sometimes people on Twitter get paid every time they mention AI slop or woke, and they get $5 every time they mention them because they must be getting paid to say it all the time in all their tweets, and I can't block enough of them. Whew. Blake, Future allows movie files best, most surprising end credit scenes that I watched or heard about and then watched later. So you know my winner on that one.
I mean, you probably have to. All MCU is probably gonna be high on that list because we just thought we're done, right?
I would say the
Sam
first
Jackson?
one. Yeah. Who? No, he wasn't in that movie. Margay, even you could be good at anything if you put your mind to it and practice hard. It's right, man. Right,
Yeah.
Pack Rat. Don't forget the bot farms are a thing. They clearly must be. And I feel like I'm playing Whack-A-Troll every time I brave Twitter. This is like, I don't leave without blocking like 10 people. And I'm like, why are these people showing up on my feed anyway? Thanks a lot, Elon.
I mean, the funny thing is, like you said, I didn't want to pay full price for Twitter because of the bots, but yet I have not gotten rid of all the bots now that I own it. Huh, who knew?
Just, you know what I want to do? I just want to X him out. Vin Doom, knowing this now about Travis Knight, we need to schedule a video ASAP. Yeah, man, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
I can't say anything else, but yes, that would be really great. All right, so now let's talk about what we did. This was just yesterday?
Yeah,
it was just yesterday, right?
Yeah,
it's doing the lives. Yojo June kind of throws me off. All right, so Jason, hold on before we go into this. Shameless says, nah, people just like to parrot whatever the trending phrases are. How many times have you heard that something was not on my bingo card? Oh, in the last like 7 or 8 months, a whole lot. But I feel like that one has been really enduring for a while, much like, and I spared you from saying them, but yeah, right, exactly right, Cage.
At least you can say what the kids are saying is actually their language. But when you go on Twitter and stuff, you can see it's just all right. If I say these, I mean, again, I think if somebody says, if you look at the like what's trending, use these things, get more followers, potentially become commercially viable. It's not
like
because
Cardi D and stuff, and you'll trend and go viral. Sweet. All right. So this weekend, next time there's a live action G.I. Joe movie, only if Travis Knight directed it. I want them to reenact one of the fake internet Joe PSAs in live action. That'd be fun, man. Because gosh, I feel like if he would just do us the great honor of giving us the G.I. Joe live action movie, like this is the greatest thing ever. Matter of fact, that is my wish list now, that he can just do a G.I. Joe movie. Scrap your Transformers and G.I. Joe plans. Nobody cares. Just give him the.
Wait, you're saying scrap the Energon universe?
I said scrap their live action that they tease at Transformers Rise of the Beast. Scrap those plans. And just give Travis Knight the full keys to do a G.I. Joe movie. They cannot possibly do a Transformers and G.I. Joe live action movie justice. I mean, outside of his, we haven't gotten a really true Transformers live action movie. I like Rise of the Beast because it was colorful and got Optimus, but yeah, it's too much to ask. Just do G.I. Joe right. I used to use that expression a lot a couple of years back during COVID and things were heading downhill, like the murder hornets, etc. Now I haven't heard. I'm feeling some kind of way. It's just yes. Anyway. So Jason and I were gonna go see The Furious on Tuesday. And long ago, Jace was like, have you seen The Night Comes for Us? It's on Netflix. And I was like, yeah, no, I haven't. I will. You all know you suggest cool things to me. I might not get around to it as fast as I would like to. So, oh, that was weird. Was that me?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of post-credit scenes, give me 3 of those and then I don't want the memes. Do them for real, just like the originals. Yes. So I watched The Night Comes for Us because I was like, if I'm going to see a movie, I've heard absolutely nothing, but this movie's great. The fight scenes are amazing. It's awesome. I want to watch one in between before I get to this. And so I watched it and my wife started watching the movie with me and she lasted 10 minutes before like, this is too violent. I'm out. So I was like all into this thing. And I was like, these fight scenes are crazy. This is amazing. I can't believe this. This is rivaling The Raid. It's really awesome. It's really great.
Okay.
Have you frozen? Or are you just giving me this judging look? I think you're frozen. Okay. Anyway. So I really enjoyed The Night. Oh, there he goes. So it's The Night Comes for Us. And let me do that. Anyway, let me show you what it looks like. So it stars the 2 stars from the first Raid. And it's a Netflix movie, so you can watch it if you have Netflix. And it is insane with the action. It is, man, I wasn't quite sure as the movie's playing out, like, whoa, is this really gonna do all this stuff? And it really was. It was amazing. I'm trying to find a good poster here. Let's see. Because sometimes when you try to do it this way, they won't cooperate. Let's try now. Okay, I think this will actually work. It did not. So you're gonna have to look at a very pixelated version here. Oops. Oh, okay. Chase did mute himself. Here is what The Night Comes for Us looks like. Joe Taslim, Iko Uwais, and oh man, Hammer Girl from the Raid Part 2, also in this. Fight scenes are crazy. It's incredible. Absolutely well worth watching. And I was like, this really satisfied a whole lot of my I want to watch a good brainless action movie, and it delivered. And Jace is making all kinds of faces. He's grimacing. Are you okay over there, bro? You know, I'm just
as long as you can hear me, we're good.
Are you fine? Yeah, I'm on
Okay.
Google and I'm trying to blow up the images that's showing that it's high res. And then of course it's like, just kidding. We're gonna give you the lowest low res possible. So that's what's going on with that. And naturally, not even a remotely fan of it. Let's see. Will this image work? Because they're really going small scale, these images. And now, of course, it's become personal. So now it becomes stupid because I'm just like, oh, really? Oh, really? I wish I could explain it. All right, here we go. Here is a good poster. And yeah, it is an insane movie. I would recommend watching it this week if you have not seen it, because we're about to talk about The Furious. No spoilers necessary. I'll let you say your words first on it, bro. The Furious is a father trying to get his daughter back from traffickers, and a reporter trying to find his wife who got caught investigating these traffickers. That's the movie. What did you think of it?
Okay. No spoilers here,
None.
but this is one of the first movies. I mean, this is on par with easily Extraction 2. You're going to come in the Raid 2. You're going to come out just no notes. That was really freaking cool. I mean, because and this is, I talk about trailers all the time, making a movie look bad. This is one movie, the trailer, even when they were hyping it up on Instagram, like, yo, this is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And you're like, okay, let me watch what you're going to try and sell me. And it was, okay, this looks interesting. And even the trailers don't do how this movie justice on how fun and good it is. I mean, if you like action movies, this is a great movie. I mean, just easy.
You are so underselling this movie. All right. I'm going to go ridiculously overselling it and hyping it up to the extreme. And I'm still not going to do it justice. It was funny because as we were leaving the screening, it's just silence. People were like, can't believe what we just watched. That was crazy. The fight scenes in this movie were the most elaborate, intricate fights that go on for a minute, not in a boring way of, oh, just in the fight already, but like, man, I don't know how this dude is going to beat this dude. And oh my gosh, how did they do that? That was crazy. And if they're using some wires, I can't tell, but it sure looked cool the way they were doing stuff. And so many times during the screening, we're like, oh, people are like going back in their seats, like, ooh, great. And this is absolutely the kind of movie you'll want to see in a theater with people who will just be like reacting, going like, oh, because it is that kind of a movie. And yeah, he's absolutely frozen. It's all good. Jamelin says, Jeff, a little trick for you. When you search and go to images, look to the right of the option. Should have tools after mornings. Yeah, it's crazy because I see how big it's supposed to look. It's still going small. Extreme stylized violence is in the overview. The night comes for us. Are you a kung fu cinema fan? I watched all kinds of movies, Rick Cage. Jason's going to reset the router, so he'll be back. He will be back, hopefully soon. No, but I like all kinds of movies. That is, I don't have a genre of which I don't at least appreciate some of them. Documentaries might be the kind I don't watch as many of compared to some others, but I've seen some really good documentaries already in 2026. I'm trying to wait until June 24th so I can break down my favorite movies so far this year. But we've had some really good movies. And I think a lot of them are going to end up at the end of the year in my top 10. This one for sure. Excuse me. So The Furious is as crazy as some of the best action movies you've seen. Not a lot of gunplay. So I wouldn't put it in the same category as a John Wick, simply because so much of the fun with the Wick movies is how Neo John Wick is operating the gunplay. And it's just like, this is insane. That's crazy. For The Furious, it is just, they're going for it. And it is just kicks, punches, slaps, and then all kinds of melee weapons. Feels like watching a video game, like a really high intense video game where every stage is kind of has that final fight vibe to it, where it's like, we've got to get the girl. And oh man, you're not ready for it. I was just blown away. One of my favorite movies this year, by far, by mile. This is me hyping up Sinners last year, levels of greatness for an action movie. So good. If you are into martial art films with a lot of action, a little bit of blood, a lot of blood, you really cannot miss this one. I highly, highly recommend seeing it in theaters, though. maybe as early as this opening weekend. It's going to do terrible because it's going against Toy Story 5. But maybe we'll see another thing like we've been seeing with Backrooms and Obsession. The underdog film somehow manages to triumph over the high profile, big theatrical release. But this one is one you'll want to see. And hopefully you will see it before it's out of theaters. I don't think it's going to be in theaters for a really long time. So you got a bunch of friends who like action movies, get the crew assembled. It's worth checking it out. I'm going to try to do it with some of my friends. Go like, hey guys, we got to see the Furious in theaters collectively in mass so we can just go, this was an insane experience. So Rick Cage says, or King Collector says, Rick Cage, wouldn't it be great to get updated 5 Deadly Venoms movie? Long overdue. Absolutely. And when Jace finishes with the router reset, we'll come back and get his thoughts on it. But in the interim, what I wanted to do is ask you all, and I've got my list. I think Jace has his list, and we'll get to it soon. I go, what are your top 10 action movies? And I'm deliberately keeping it as vague as possible. I limited mine to non-sci-fi. I knew I threw Predator in the thumbnail. That was just like for a suggestion. Edge of Tomorrow. So sci-fi stuff is basically anything where we're seeing some robots in play. There might be some jetpacks or something in the mix. That stuff. Lightsabers. That's not going to be included in this top 10 action movie list for me. But if, fantasy, I would still separate. This is more of a realistic action movie list for me. But I want your thoughts. I go with your top 10 action movies. What immediately comes to your mind? Get your list together. And let's see here. Rick Cage wants to know. So how does it measure up with Kill Bill or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? I like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think that's like a beautiful action movie setup where everything goes like it's a ballet. I appreciate it in that sense. It's not, I wouldn't necessarily go, it's the best action movie, but it's pretty cool. Chief is here. He swapped out places with Jace, and who did say easily beats Crouching Tiger. So while Jace still gets the router reset, Chief, what up?
Hey, what's going on?
Coolin'. We did talk about it because we weren't sure if you were going to make it.
You know what happens.
It does. What were your thoughts on Masters of the Universe?
So I think we discussed it. I think it for me it took a while to get rolling. But once it got rolling, it was good. The characters were all there. They looked good. I enjoyed Beastman. I think Beastman was my favorite looking character. Although Trapjaw, they did a great Trapjaw. They did it well. Actually, all of them were good. All of them, I can't lie. All of them were good. All the enemies were good. All the heroes were good. What up? What's up, Lizzie? King Collective. So, Snake Eyes. So it was, it's worth going to see. It is a million jillion miles away from the original Masters of the Universe. Goatman was cool too, man. So they like everybody was represented well as far as their looks, man, and they kind of fit everybody in there. So everybody kind of got a turn to kind of shine, even if they didn't shine in a major way, but you saw the character that you liked. Solus, Pack Ride, what's good? What's good? Green Lantern, what's good? So it is, it is worth going to see Masters of the Universe. I enjoyed it. Like I said, for me, it took a little while to get rolling. But once it did, we were off. And I think you'll enjoy it, especially people who grew up on He-Man. If that was your childhood TV show when you get home from school or whatever, and He-Man would come on, you're gonna enjoy it. So I recommend it's a go see for me. It's a go see.
Is go see the same as dang decent on the cheap scale?
Um, I think it's a notch below dang decent because and it was so I won't say dang decent, I say decent. It was real decent. It was real decent. I think you will enjoy it. Um, so people, like I said, people who are fans of the cartoon, they kind of kept it to those roots somewhat, and I think you'll enjoy it. It wasn't that weird 80s joint, even though they will give you a reference to that in the movie that I think you'll enjoy. Um, uh, no man, there was no battle cap, but somebody got the castle bucket, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how does it light up? I heard it lights up or something.
I don't think so. I mean, I can flash some pointed red lights at it and, get that flame effect. I mean, it does kind of have that look like it is. I don't see any. Oh, shoot, Chief. Wow. I guess there's no batteries in here, but there is batteries in here. I didn't even notice. So, yeah, they do light up. That raises the value even more. Wow.
Yeah, somebody said it lights up.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm glad I could put you on.
I appreciate it. Jace's back. Welcome.
Jace, what up?
What's going on? All right. I had to have some conversation with my router. So,
gosh.
I mean, I'll jump off so you can get right next to Jeff and come back on.
Wow.
Nah, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Go see a 5-star, and DD is 7-star. Go see it. It's 5-star, and dang decent is 7-star. It's translated.
Yeah. It was go definitely go see it though. Show us some love, so because you want to put enough money into it so they'll get a sequel out of it. You want a sequel. I think the sequel's gonna be like that too if they do one.
King of Letters says I think you had to have nostalgia for He-Man to really like it.
I think that, but if you got it, I think you'll like it. I think it's enough of it for you not to like fans will love it. Like you're really He-Man fan, but I think you'll going in just off a blank state, you'll enjoy it. And then if you got kids, I think it's a great way to reintroduce them to the franchise.
It was funny because at our screening that we went to on Saturday, there was a father who brought his kid, and the kid was cracking up at the moments the kid was supposed to crack up at. I mean, like, viewers are supposed to crack up at. And I loved it because it was like, yes, this is what this movie needs more of. More kids watching it, seeing it, because I feel like it was very Flash Gordon to me in the sense of I still love that movie. And I feel like any little kid that watches this movie will have that same affection, adoration for it 30 years down the road, telling people, oh, Master Universe 2026 is amazing. Great. What an experience. King Collector says some folks probably are used to that origin story thing. Since this movie just jumped right into the adventure, some might not like that. Man, I hope not, because I don't like that origin wasting an hour of storytelling before we get to the fun. And
well, okay. I agree with you when it's something that's been done 20 times. Like Master of the Universe, not Master, like Superman, you did not need the 50th origin story. I mean, I think after Henry Cavill's one, it was, all right, I get it. We don't have to, Jor-El doesn't need to be a big dude. We need cameo Jor-El way more than we need Jor-El has to be that dude.
I actually didn't mind that part of Man of Steel because I was like, all right, this is something different.
Again, that was an action part. So it left you wondering, is it very Zack Snyder? Oh, we got to make Zod kill Jor-El because we got to amp Zod up even more. Like, what was that about? But and same with Spider-Man. Got it. We've seen their origin. We did. That's why when Tom Holland did it, it was you've seen the origin. We don't need to do this. Masters of the Universe has only had one movie. So I can see people I don't. Am I missing something here? I think they explained it very well in the beginning, but I don't think it would have been crazy to have a more of an origin for it because it's only the second iteration of the movie.
I feel like they explain all the important parts of it, and I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet.
No.
But it's just like, here's everything you need to know, and there you go. There's the movie.
Well, I mean, Adam kind of. I mean, in a non-spoiler fashion, Adam's a little different. So, yeah.
Packrat says the Man of Steel intro also built into the overall story, giving some more motivation, justification. Proud Zod was, I will find you and your heirs. Sure. I know you love Michael Shannon's take on General Zod. I do that just for you.
I mean, because I growing up with Terrence Stamp's quiet. The son of Jor-El will be my slave forever. I mean, very calm. Just it is what I say is word. I don't have to raise my voice. I raised my voice one time, but I was a little pissed I was getting sent to the Phantom Zone. But just I will find you. Man, still just like annoys the hell out of me. Like Zod was just not my favorite. I mean, especially because I saw Terrence Stamp's version, very good, and then Callan Blue from Smallville, freaking awesome. So then you give me this random yelling dude was just so not the way to go. But yeah.
Planet Houston.
Can't beat that. Yeah.
Chamberlain says, random thought. What if Zack Snyder only directed half of Flashpoint and James Gunn directed the second half, made an intro to the new continuity? I mean, I feel like Zack Snyder would have loved directing Flashpoint, and James Gunn could have directed like the post-credit scene showing the new continuity.
I mean, you could have had him with, the end of Flashpoint where it's Batman and Flash is directed by James Gunn. But again, we've given you this universe. We screwed it. I mean, we don't like the direction. Would you mind taking it out how you would like to? But you got to use these combined. The world's gonna blow up. Go nuts. Look, you do whatever the hell you want. Oh yeah, and Superman is not that dude. I mean, sorry to tell you, Superman is not that dude. But everything is screwed up because Superman's not around. You game? I think he'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. Look. I mean,
I can blow up everything. I can kill anybody. No consequences or repercussions.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nah. If you want somebody to get a full paycheck for 3 days work, we're game. Not a problem. Oh yeah, but Flash has to be around. That's the only thing. Flash has to be around. Everybody else
survive Flashpoint.
Yeah.
All right, Chief. I want to make sure. Did you have time to come up with your list of top 10 action movies?
All right. So I think I can will it enough.
Okay.
Where I need to go.
All right. So let's do 5 at a time here. Jace, do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Let's hear your top 5.
Okay.
Actually, let's just do 2.
2 at a time.
Let's keep going.
I don't want to do 5 at a time.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna start with easiest on my list. 1, Raging Fire. 2, Raid 2. I mean, the Raid 2 is kind of my action bar. Is if you can, if you can clear this, you got a great movie. I mean, but to get in top all time, you got to at least have some Raid 2 elements in there. And there are other movies on this that have some elements of Raid 2. But Raid 2 is probably like 1 or 2 of my favorite action movies. So that's my 2.
All right. I'll go with my first 2. The Raid, the first one, because it's awesome, and Raid 2. It's like I really was debating. All right, you got to choose one. I'm like, no, forget you. I'm keeping both of them. So both of the raid, the first two, the raid films are 1 and 2. Chief, what are your first two?
Terminator 2, Judgment Day,
Mhm.
and Aliens with an S.
Okay.
I love that one. It's great. I mean, there's so many lines from Aliens, and it always feels like I'm watching it all over again for the first time, even though I know like 92% of the dialogue. It's just, I love that setup. It is the best of the cocky, overconfident characters going into something they have no idea what they're about to encounter.
We're gonna need to lay down suppressing fire. Say what? Yeah, I remember really enjoying the original cut of Aliens, but then watching the director's cut so much. I mean, that even added so much. Like, oh, you get to see all these people in their village. Like, hey, can you go check on this? No problem, we got it. Then yeah, Daddy, yeah, solid.
All right, what's your next two?
Actually, since it's funny. I had Raid 1 on my list too because I was like, I don't care. So I'm gonna go my next two. One, Dread, because again, you have to have elements of Raid. it's just required. Okay, if you want to hit a modern day level, you got to hit Raid level action. The man up the stairs taking over the building. That's just awesome. And then next one, again, has elements. Extraction 2. Because that prison scene is freaking awesome. Like when Chris Hemsworth is trying to get the dude out of the prison, that 22-minute shot, freaking excellent. Like top notch. Anyone who hasn't seen it, go see it.
I'll go quick again. My next two are Raging Fire and Extraction 2. Raging Fire is one of my favorites because it's just so great with the action. But what takes it to the next level is the bad guy is one of the absolute coolest bad guys. He just oozes machismo. And he's just so cool. And he's got this whatever. And he pulls it off. And he's got the sunglasses. Really does look like Kenny Omega's the cleaner character. And him fighting Donnie Yen is, we don't just have it one time. It's like throughout the movie, and it's really well done. Great effects, great chases. They have some elements of heat in it too, with a big shootout in the city. Great movie. So one of those, I know some people like, I don't want to read an action movie. Absolutely worth watching, reading that one because it is tremendous. And Extraction 2, I think, is a movie that really cemented that Chris Hemsworth is so much more than just Thor or any of the other action movies he's done. It was like, oh, this is your, if this was in theaters, I feel like it would have made a ton of money. And people are like, oh, Chris Hemsworth, the new $1 billion man, because it is really great. That opening sequence is awesome. And they just have really great fight scenes throughout. And he looks like a true, straight up superhero in it. And so that's mine. What are your next two, Chief?
The Matrix, first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was, at that point in my life, I'd never seen anything like it. It was incredible. That movie. And then I'm going to go with
Revolutions. All right, nice.
Who?
Matrix Revolutions. Nice. Okay.
No, never that. The original Bad Boys, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. The first one. This is the faster car. It had everything you wanted in a car chases, gunfights. It was everything you wanted in an action movie, the original Bad Boys. Matter of fact, the first 10 seconds of the movie, those dudes trying to jack him in the Porsche. He dropped the fries. What you do is he's got an engineering floor. So you reach down and then your hand comes up like this. So yeah, that first Bad Boys, man. So
Cannot go wrong with that one. Bro Shot, what is your next one?
Okay.
And young Taya Leone too, with that breathy voice of hers.
Yeah, before she became Madam Secretary. Next, and I don't care, this is super recent. The Furious.
oh dang, Jamie.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So my thing is, this is run, do not walk. If you like action movies, go see The Furious. I mean, the trailer tells you everything you have, but the fight scenes in this movie are excellent. I mean, this is again, we're not. I mean, I missed when Jeff was talking. I missed, but this was the point you had guys who literally you could say people were watching action movies. They were all just stuck like, yo, what did I just see? This thing is great. So that's easy on my list. The next one I'm gonna go with is I'm gonna go V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta. Love watching that movie, and you know when V's taking out the guards, awesome. So that's my next two.
I'm going to try to avoid repeating things that you have on your list. Dread was. It's going to shift over to honorable mention because it is great. It's even greater when you watch it in 3D. So I'll use that as my escape clause for making an honorable mention. I will also say The Furious, and I might go as far as saying it's a top 5 all-time action movie for me because, and this is strictly in the non-sci-fi, non-fantasy, even it still might be in there because the fights are just insane, just ridiculously over top. The first one is like, oh, okay, this is the kind of action movie we got. And every scene just kind of keeps going to another level. And I can say this without a doubt. The final big fight is it is so like insane how it comes together, how it's laid out. Like you know, like when you're watching fight scenes, sometimes it's like that was really cool the way they shot that, or man, that was some real nice skill. Like watching Obi-Wan and Anakin and Revenge of the Sith, it was like they are going for these swords or lightsabers. This one is like, that was insane. I can't believe he did that. How is he doing this with this thing? Oh, shoot. That looked like it really hurt. I mean, I know they're doing a movie, so they're not really, but my brain is watching this and not calculating it because it looks like he killed him. So it's really like insane. Chief, we were saying this before you came on. We have to do another movie night or movie go to the theater because this one insane. And Pack Rat, it is The Furious, the latter.
Yeah.
And it's coming to theaters this week. And it's not going to work out well against Toy Story 5, but go see it because it is.
I mean, there's a point. Yeah, I was in a reclining seat. I took the reclining feature off to watch them. Like, dude, yeah. We are not overhyping this movie, folks. Just
did I say my second one yet?
You didn't actually say you took.
Oh, that's right. I took Dread off. Okay, so my other one, since Jamelin was like curious and judging my list, Die Hard, because that is like the quintessential dude going against crazy odds, and it's really just great. I'm trying to remember this movie I just watched. Just watched it. It had like man. Oh, it wasn't a movie, it was Paradise. And they were talking about it was like a Die Hard reference, and it was fantastic. And like so much is perfect with Die Hard. Like everything comes together, and you see why it is the foundational block for so many action movies afterwards. It's like Die Hard there, and Die Hard there. It's so well done. Bruce Willis he has a lot of great action movies. Man, if that one is just like, oh, this is a They put him on the Stallone and Schwarzenegger level with one movie, and everything else just added on to it. If he never did another action movie, he was like, well, yeah, well, he was in Die Hard. Like that was what he was gonna be known for. He's great in it, and he's got one of the top 10 best bad guys in bad guy crews because it's not just Hans. Hans' whole crew full of G's, and him taking them down one at a time. Argyle rocking the music in the limo. I mean, it's perfectly done as an action movie and just cannot get beat. So for sure, couldn't go. But like I mentioned, I'm not putting Predator on this list simply because it's more of a sci-fi action movie. And then it kind of gets into the where do I put some of these other Predator movies in there. So yeah, that's why Die Hard. Speed definitely has some consideration, but not on this one. Chief, what are your next two?
All right, so Lethal Weapon. Before I started to not be a Gibson fan, Lethal Weapon, the first one, pure perfection, man. You know, it was. I loved that movie back when I first saw it in the '80s, man. Was that 89, 90?
I think it was earlier than that.
88, maybe it was 87. I feel like 87 is a strong word for it.
87. You're correct.
So,
nice job.
Huh?
I said 87. Nice job.
Yeah, appreciate it. So excellent movie. Nailed them both. So then we go back into and this is probably your sci-fi. You don't want to realm, but I'm gonna have to go into it anyway.
I'll go for it. That was just my caveat.
The first Independence Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Something about watching every city get blown up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I just, for whatever reason, I always loved the destruction of the earth movies.
Mm.
It's just a good time, man. And
it raises the stakes of the movie. It's wow, we're really in a low point. How do we survive after that?
Man, and everybody was on the building like, "Welcome, aliens! Yay! Oh my God, the blue light is so pretty."
See, that set it up so bad. It was just like, oh,
you know what I mean? And then you find out she survived off the building. That was crazy.
Yeah,
it's a great movie, Chief. That's why she made it. Yeah, I would kill everybody except for you, because girl, you look good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a classic. And
yeah, so that's back when Will Smith used to have the blockbuster every summer, right? But
they have Vivica in that movie too.
Yeah, Vivica.
Unadulterated Vivica.
My man before he went crazy.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Quaid? Yes.
Quaid, Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Harry
Bill Paxton.
Wait,
Bill Paxton's in that one.
Bill Pulliam.
Oh, yes, that's who it is. Yeah, I was like, wait, that's not him.
Yeah,
Jeff
man.
Goldblum.
So it Jeff Goldblum.
Judd Hirsch.
Yeah. It had some star power, and it was an action-packed movie. I don't know Violent Night. Ever seen that?
Is it Silent Night, Violent Night?
What
was your other one, Chief?
I gave two.
Oh,
the first one was Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. You're right. I'm sorry. Michael Soley says my top 5, no order: Blade, Kill Bill, both or one, IP Man, Bad Boys, Big Trouble.
All right.
I was gonna put down when Big Trouble in Little China, but I'm like,
see,
getting an action comedy. So I had it was one of those. We're gonna go miss. Yeah.
That's my other one, bro. It's True Lies. That's my other one. Oh my God, bro, that movie. That's what Schwarzenegger was on top, man. Let me tell you, man. The action heroes of the 80s and that early 90s, man, it's never been repeated, bro. I can't think of, even though we got, you got your Jason and you got your, Tom Cruise does a hell of a job.
Gerard Butler. Like those three, I think are
man, because those guys, man, the Chuck Norrises, those guys were like tough guys in a way. Like when you watch the movie, they were just all testosterone. And when I look at Gerard Butler or whatever, I don't think that. None of the dudes, I look at them and be like, that dude is, if we could just throw 5 of these dudes in a fight and send them off to war, like, we need to invade a country. Grab the 5. You know what I mean? Stallone, Norris, Schwarzenegger,
Willis.
Yeah, I guess you could throw him in too, man. And another dude, and just let him go, man. And
Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Those that it's never been recreated, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick Page says Fist of Legend, Baby Driver. It's an inspired choice. I like Baby Driver. The Last Boy Scout.
Friday night's a great night for football.
Die Hard, of course. True Lies. I feel like True Lies is kind of underrated now. But yeah, good call.
True Lies is amazing.
Yeah. Street Fighter, the animated movie. Yes. Yeah. Sucker Punch. I need to revisit Sucker Punch. I don't feel like I appreciate it. Star Wars, Attack of the Clones. Interesting call on that one. Rush Hour. Yeah. Matrix Reloaded, Chief, just for you.
Reloaded had a lot of great fights because I remember I was almost about to put that one on because the fight scenes were so cool and that really got you to the point. I really want to see what they do for Part 3.
Is that the first? That's the second installment, right?
Yeah.
It did have a lot of good fight scenes, man. I still don't. I'm gonna say though, nothing beats that surprise of the first one.
Yeah.
So I think and that's why I didn't put it on the list, huh?
I think there were so many Us 2 movies that came out after Matrix where they kind of diluted the excitement of watching the sequels. And I think the first one is pretty good because I was thinking about, should the Matrix be on this list of mine? I was like, no, they got the machines. But I thought the second one was good. I think what happened, that final act is like, why is there so much talking here? And then the third one, I think it's bogged down by repetitive scenes where it's like, why are y'all still talking? And when they get to fights, it's cool, but it's just so much like blah, 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 blah. I just want to see more cool fights. And Neo acting like a superhero. Jalen, by the way, stand corrected on a scary movie. Same. And I was like, no more predictions. But boy, I mean, it has like 25% freshness with the critics. It's just like I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to call it. Jalen says,
I would say interesting thing is I think critics really need to stay away from movies they're not interested in seeing. I mean, because like when Michael, if you're not interested or you want to critique what you want the movie to be versus what it is, just stay home. Like we're putting too much of ourselves into criticizing a movie versus all right, what did the director want us to see?
Yeah, this is 97% with the audience score on there. The popcorn meter. It's the highest of anything so far this year. Jalen says similar to Star Wars Before My Time and Batmania. I don't think people who weren't born when Independence Day premiered can understand the chokehold that Will Smith had on the summer. Will Smith had this summer on lock with Men in Black.
The hell out of a summertime.
He was just money. So money. And his movies were good. It wasn't even just like, it's a lot of hype. It's like, oh man, a new Will Smith joint. Bad Boys, sign me up. He was just
Bad Boys, Independence Day.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Men in Black.
Yeah, I mean, it was he had 3 franchises. I mean, it almost made sense why it took Bad Boys 3 so long because he was just, I got everything else and I can make a whole crap load of money. Like, come on, you're blowing the whole budget just getting me that for Bad Boys 3.
And here's the other guy who's missing, and he that plus Charles Bronson. And I think Charles Bronson is so underrated, man. He had the Death Wish.
Yeah.
And then he had man, I used to love Death Wish, bro.
I'm not hating on you. He was because I watched a lot of CBS and they have a lot of Bronson movies on before wrestling came. I was like, will you get off the TV, Braves? It's 6:05. get out of here. It's time for WCW Saturday night. And but
10
yeah,
to
they were always
Midnight.
Bronson in.
10 to Midnight was one of my favorite Bronson movies. That thing was awesome.
Willis was the everyman
Which put him
action
on the
hero versus Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger were all right. These are alpha dudes. They work out. These are what in the 80s we wanted to get to. It was I would look like I take off my shirt. I'm that guy. I don't at that point, everybody makes that business decision. I'm gonna walk on the other side of the street. I mean, that's what we wanted in the 80s.
Those are those tough guys, man. Even the Clint Eastwood, the Dirty Harrys, like they were all just ultra just tough guys, man. They didn't cry. They didn't. They get shot. They, throw the bullet out, pick it out of their arm, and go back in the fight. Nowadays, I'm shot. Now.
Interesting.
I'm back in there.
No sell. Rick Cage says, Jeff, the middle chapter in the trilogy is often the best. Reload in episode 2 were action packed on purpose. Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Two Towers Infinity War is about drama with action. Let's see. So I would debate Battle You big time. I think Revenge of the Sith is the best of that trilogy by a mile. And I'm a huge Attack of the Clones defender. But Sith is, I mean, you could say, I love Revenge of the Sith and not have people look at you funny and say, that's my favorite Star Wars movie. And people go, all right. You can't really say that with Attack of Clones. Two Towers, I did enjoy. My favorite of that trilogy is Fellowship of the Ring, simply because of I mean, Gollum's great, but I really like Sean Bean, and I really dug Boromir. Infinity War, I don't know if I'd call it the mid chapter in the trilogy because there are like 4 Avenger films. I do really love Infinity War though. Pack Rat. Matrix Reload and Revelations were supposed to be a single film, but the Wachowskis got caught in. Yeah, man, because if it's one movie, and I was thinking that too. Like they needed custom stuff. There are some scenes where it's like, why are y'all having the same conversation? You're doing this stuff over and over again, and you don't need it. And I feel like there's probably a little bit too much movie because they stretched and pulled to make it that way. But I think if they could have tightened it up and just made a really good
one Merovingian scene instead of in the club. I mean, because he lays out a good foundation. Here's what it is. Mm-hmm. Cut the Merovingian, cut the train man.
You have some skill.
Yeah. I mean, he would have actually been one of the cooler characters you wish you saw again in a movie if he just had that one scene versus Part 3. And I think he might have came back for that 4th movie, but it's very cloudy. I don't remember much.
I don't remember 4th Matrix.
Yeah.
Weird. All right, let's see here. So I think we are winding down. It's already 10 o'clock. So finish up your list.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with 300, Armageddon, John Wick 2, and Bloodsport.
Nice. Okay. So mine, John Wick 4, because exploding dragon shotgun shells. Yes. Give me more. Kill Bill Volume 1. Because Ori Ishii and Vivica Fox throwing it down with Uma Thurman in that opening act was awesome. Operation Red Sea, straight up violence. It's love it. Mission Impossible Fallout and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And my last honorable mention is Bad Boys 2 and 3. That's a long time joke because Part 2 feels like watching 2 action movies in one because they weren't sure if we were going to get another one. I really enjoyed that one. And like I said before, Furious for sure is going to be in my top 10, probably top 5. Chief, what's yours? The rest of your list.
We'll go with True Lies. All right. We'll go with Kingsman.
Oh, good. I like
that. And then I think I can't remember, was it The Winter Soldier or Civil War that had the most? One of them was really crazy.
Civil War had a lot of action.
Which way you want to go?
Winter Soldier had a lot of. I mean, Winter Soldier when a Cap is going against the Winter Soldier for the first time, that's a really cool scene.
But it was a Civil War that had everybody just went crazy.
That was Civil War, yeah.
All right, so I'll probably go Civil War, and then this is a favorite of mine whenever it's on, The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Why did I not know that one? I should have known you would go with that. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see here. Time for dummies of the week. Who you got, Jace?
All right. So my dummy of the week is Mr. DJT. All right. First off, if you want to come to your first basketball game of the year, you go to one that could be the closeout game, not the first one in the stadium. So if the Knicks were up 3-0, you can come in there, celebrate with them if they win, sweep the Spurs. But you came in game 3 and you now are, quote unquote, one of the reasons they lost first time in 46 days, instead of being able to say, it's because of me they won. Complete dummy for not just taking all the credit at the end after a sweep. So that's why he's my dummy of the week.
And right now at the half, San Antonio's up 76-49. I too will join in on the what is going on in New York, because oh man. And Dolan, no watch party. What are you doing? Like, you realize if you just keep pissing off the fan base, sure, some of them will keep coming, but there's gonna be others that hold grudges, almost like another New Yorker I know who refuses to go back to iPhones. They will be like, nope, never going back as long as this guy's the owner. And we've already seen that with the formerly known as Washington football team. The owner was there, Dan Snyder, and fans were like, we're out. Cancel our lifetime season tickets. We're not coming back. And they're still trying to get those fans back because you can watch commercials. Come out to the Washington Commanders. And people, I mean, they had that on live for generations. I think if Dolan keeps messing around, they will see the same thing. Chief, what is yours, my man?
I'll keep it in the spirit of the Knicks not putting it away for that third game in Madison Square Garden. And I was telling somebody, I said, look, man, they gotta just end it tonight. Get that third game out the way. I said, if they don't get that third game out the way, I said, it's probably iffy at that point. Because San Antonio's gonna, if they tie it up and it's just 2-2, now 0-0 again. And now you've got to go back there 1-1-1-1. It's so yeah, if they don't do it tonight,
it's not looking good for you, my man. I wouldn't recommend tuning in right now.
So I'm gonna go lay down.
There you go. That might be the move. Also, one last honorable mention, because Brandon I keeps tweeting and on social media saying the Niners are stupid for paying him millions of dollars. You're the one that decided I don't need millions of dollars. Let it burn. I'm going to go play with my best friend over with the Washington Commanders. And he's not going to throw it to you all the time because he's already got a good wide receiver who actually shows up and plays for his team.
Okay, here's the problem. Here's the other thing. His idea is, oh, I'm so smart. Do you know these owners are so in collusion? They will make an example of you. See Colin Kaepernick. They will make it so. Oh, I'm sorry, and Deshaun Watson. Oh, you're bigger than us. Oh, you're not. You don't need our money. Oh, word. They're going to get him on minimum contracts probably for the rest of his career. That dude will never. I mean, him seeing, this 8 figures that he would have rightfully deserved. Those days are over, my friend. Look, it's over. It's over, Prime.
It's over, Prime. Speaking of, it's also over for us. Chief, Jace, thank you for navigating through everything and coming through to talk about your favorite action movies. Furious, go see it this weekend because it is incredible. After you see Toy Story 5, of course. Snake Eyes, King Collector, Jamelin Parks, Blake Tarpley, Michael Solis, King Collector, Pack Rat, Rick Cage,
Henry G.
Henry G. Thank you. Mark A.
Hey.
That is everyone. Chase, LMF. Thanks for joining the chat.
Ben Doom.
Ben Doom.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think now I have caught everyone in the chat who commented. Thank you all so much. We'll be back next week. Tomorrow I'll be back on for Lyle's Figure Files. An important question to ask you all about your first. I'll leave it at that for now.
Oh, Jeff.
But go ahead.
I said that sounds a little X-ray.
It's called a hook in the business. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. For now, this episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.